Welcome back to the Bulldog Cartel.
Yo, yo.
I'm with Gio Breezy right now. Missing our core members, Patty Schwab, Strawberry 10, but that's okay. Me and Gio are going to fucking lay it down tonight. As you can see, we have a little change of scenery tonight.
Yes, sir.
With the Bulldog wall in the game room. A lot of good times in this game room. But we're going to touch back on some things. Also, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Chrysler.
How was your Christmas?
It was good. I mean, the same as when we were covering Thanksgiving a couple weeks ago. It's just really laid back. And I feel like we're coming into it more with like the family parties, and all the families starting to come back and shit like that. But all around, just spending time with the family, having a good time, eating some good food. And, it was just laid back, relaxed, good Christmas. I had fun.
I like to hear that. I'd say the same thing for me,
how
especially.
Are you doing?
Christmas, it's not like the same as it was when we were kids and shit,
Yeah.
But this year especially, like I have so much to be thankful for, and I'm glad I have like the family I do, especially the newest member to our family, Luciano, my nephew, which me and Pat are kind of fighting over the Godfather title. But other than that, it was just, laid back, just had family all around. It was overall a pretty good time. The only thing was, my mom was tripping that Pat wasn't here because he was actually at Gianna's for Christmas. Yeah. So you know how she was. Her baby bear was not home.
Yeah, and Ben was visiting baby Joss. Oh, so that's why he's not with us today.
Oh, we're going to talk about that? We love you, Ben.
We do.
But really do. The span of like this whole like last week between, it was all like a good fucking week. We had one of the greatest Marvel movies drop. We had Spider-Man.
Oh, such a good movie,
dope ass movie. And then how about that fucking boxing match between Jake Paul and Tyron?
Tyron Woodley got one pumped, dude. All the memes that I've seen, they crack me up every time. Dude, it doesn't get old.
I respect him though, because he took it like on such a late notice. Like, dude, 2 weeks before, like that's crazy.
Yeah, but like they're always still training. Do you think? So he was. I think
they set that up? I feel like they set that up for.
No shot, Pete. We can't get into that.
Nah, that's another conspiracy. Another conspiracy.
Everyone likes to hate on Jake because they don't want to see a kid.
I'm gonna say it here. Jake Paul has my respect.
He gained my respect. It came down a little bit when he was fighting Ben Askren because like it was like a retired 40-year-old man. We all knew the outcome of that fight, if I'm being real. But going up against Tyron Woodley again, he's just proven himself as a fighter. And
despite his age, like yeah, he's old, but like he's built, and like we've seen the punches he's thrown.
Tyron Woodley has knockouts under his belt.
Like, I thought, realistically, Jake was losing the way those 5 rounds were going because Tyron was fighting so dirty.
He was. And then he was
fighting
like it was a UFC.
Between the headbutts, he actually slammed him on the fucking mat, which is hysterical.
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly, coming into that fight, giving it such short notice, he was definitely still training and doing what he has to do to keep up because he was definitely having more fights in the future.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was definitely ready for the fight because he came into it strong. He gave it his all. He really did.
Definitely.
In mad respect to Jake.
I definitely want to see the Tommy Fury fight, but I feel like he OD fumbled the bag.
He did.
Between, dropping out and shit, which was not good.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm being real, when it comes down to your health, it's scary. If you're going to,
No, 100%.
After seeing Jake hit Tyron with all those punches and knocking him out, I think Fury would have been mentally fucked up for the rest of his life if he had all those issues going on. But it's whatever. Jake came out on top. He's superior, man. He's knocked out every single opponent he's went up against now.
You're not wrong.
He's knocked out every single opponent.
Let's dive away from the boxing. The Keys trip is almost upon us. I still got to get our tickets though.
Yeah, we're always last minute with flights. When it comes down to the flights,
Whenever it comes to the Bulldog Cartel crew, we're always last minute.
Literally, like me personally, I'm always booking like one day before the flight, and it's super expensive. Like we were looking at tickets the other day, and we're going to the Keys. So flying to the Keys, finding a flight to the Keys is honestly hard enough because we're going out of New York.
Because realistically, people fly in either Miami or Lauderdale and then drive down. But we're getting a flight to the Keys.
Yeah, so we found a flight to the Keys, like $200, super nice round trip, nonstop flight. But then we sit on it for a day, just to see if we could find something better. We look at that flight the next day, it went up $130 in one day. I was so heated.
OD.
But, I mean, primetime COVID, when I flew to Florida, $30 round trip nonstop flights to Tampa. $30 flights. For me and my whole family, $30 each. And then, like, checking a bag and shit was more expensive than the actual flight ticket. It was crazy. But now
I wish flights were fucking $30.
Dude, it was awesome. My uncle, they have a house down there in Florida. They were flying for $10, bro. One way, $10.
Can't beat that.
No, can't. But I'd like to say that we are definitely going to the Keys, but we really got to schedule our shit because we're not on top of it right now. I'm more focused on getting the content out, and hopefully when we go down to the Keys, we're gonna get a shit ton of content.
100%.
Make some like really good videos for you guys. So that is definitely on the to-do list, is get that settled in stone and get that going. But other than that, I mean, with the music, what's going on? What's the backstory?
There's a lot I can say, a lot I can't. Personally, like, I'm kind of waiting right now because I want to see, like, what's like fire to drop, because I don't want to, like, just drop anything and not go. Like, I want to strategically plan everything.
Well, yeah, like, you have this amazing music video. You have this amazing song.
Well, yeah. Well,
and you don't want to put it to waste.
For those that were tuned in to the last podcast, I mentioned how the Rowdy, like my song Rowdy, that we did a music video for that back in, I'd say, late August. Mm-hmm. Fire video.
Amazing video. It's
not my storyboard though. I thought I had a different plan for the storyboard.
It's still amazing.
It's still lit, but
it tells the story.
The video's finally done, and we're just figuring out a perfect date to, like, release it, because now it's like the holiday season. It's like it's not really a good time to drop. I'm figuring more January we're gonna lean towards. Yeah. But I'm sitting on so much unreleased music, so we got to figure out, like, which records are hot, which are not, which could be singles, which could be, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you could put somebody on and shit.
Which could be singles, which could be features. You don't know. But, like, that's the thing with, like, music and shit. There's so many endless possibilities you can do with it, and that's what I like. Like, there's one song I got. It's unreleased, but there's one where it's, like, I've recorded this, like, twice in a row. Probably about to go on, like, my third time just to, like, tweak it up a bit, because I'm just such a perfectionist when it comes to any project.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing to have, because your music, and, like, yeah, me and Peter are boys. We've known each other for a couple of years now, and I support him no matter what. But I would tell him to his face if his music was fucking dog shit, and I would tell him if it was good. And this shit is fucking fire. You guys gotta wait for this.
Wait, hold up. But there is one thing though where I have a lot of unreleased that I haven't put out that I recorded, like, a while back. And to me, the music's old. But one thing that stuck to me from, like, a fellow artist was a song might be old to you, but to the world, it's new. Yeah. Until the world hears it, it's not old.
Yeah, like, we're literally in the game room playing pool, listening to a song that he recorded when he was 12, and it's an amazing song.
So I got, like, a lot of songs that I plan on, like, re-recording, and I got some that can add to my EP, some I can release as singles. There's so much I can do with it, but you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that.
You just got to play the waiting game.
Always play the waiting game. Patience is a virtue.
Like, really. And, like, and it's not like Peter's doing this shit by himself either. He has an amazing, amazing team holding him up, helping him, supporting him, doing a bunch of shit. Not like me and Ben, but as in like an amazing, outstanding manager, a great supportive family. Like your brother, he loves you. He loves you to death. He supports your music. Your mom and dad are always there for you no matter what. Just all overall, like it's like the best situation to be in. And I really like see the talent and the love coming from Peter and his family. And I really appreciate all you guys for everything you've done for me. I'm speaking for Ben too, for Ben, shit like that. So we really do appreciate you, Pete.
Love you too, bro. But no, it's all gonna work out. We just gotta be patient with it. But let's dial it back from music, and we'll talk about what was that shit that Ben was doing when he was in Maine. So Ben went back to Maine, and he was whipping the scat.
What his job is to go back to Maine and find some nice cars and, throw them to Peter's dad's way because they're a little bit cheaper up in Maine because you're not really seeing a lot of people driving scat packs in the snow and shit, right? So he's Snapchatting us in a group chat. I'm in the scat pack.
And then I was like, no shot, because I was at work, like when I was reading the group chat and shit. And I was like, no shot. So they were in like an Audi. It was an Audi, right?
So
they were in the right. They were in
Poop was skirting the Audi because it was a manual.
Yeah.
It was a 6-speed manual.
The next snap though
was Ben driving a scat pack. The Charger.
Dude, that shit had me off guard.
He was sitting in the car driving it, recording the video. He's like, "I'm in the scat pack." He was so excited. I've never heard him more excited in his life. Super funny. What was the story though about his family and the Christmas shit? OD fiending.
Because his other family, like, no, I don't want to get it wrong because I don't want to like spread false shit.
Yeah.
But basically what I got from it was he was just OD down bad where like he didn't fuck with like the other side of the family. They were like, I think they were like from out of the country. They were
UK.
Like, they were British. British. And they were just being like OD weird. So he'd be like, fuck this. I need a smoke break. And he'd just be like, it is not even his own car.
He didn't have his car. Bosgatti.
He was in his Bosgatti. And I was like, bro, you were down bad. But nah, he had a good Christmas, I would say.
Yeah. You know what? Next time, what we got to do is if we really want to talk to somebody, we have some really cool shit that we could pull with the podcast where we can put somebody on a phone call and add them to like the audio. So we're definitely gonna look into that so we can.
Where'd you hear that from?
It was in when we first ever started the podcast. I was reading the instruction manual on our interface.
You were reading the instruction manual.
That's what I do, bro. That's how you get.
That's how I know you're fake Italian. Us Italians, we don't read manuals. We just figure it out.
No, so you can plug in a phone and it records the audio with us talking into the microphones.
Like a little aux.
Yeah, so we can like conference in like our guests if they're out of state. Just talk to them on the phone.
That's gangster.
So that's something that you guys should look forward to because we might not have them on camera, but we'll be talking to them like on FaceTime or like on the phone. So that's another little cool feature that we could throw into the podcast. Definitely. It's real cool.
I think we're due for another guest though. I think 100%. Pat was saying he had like a special guest, which when he says special, we all know he's talking about his girlfriend. He's a simp. But no, we'll see with that.
Yeah, next podcast, Pete's dad's gonna hop on this shit, and
why are you spoiling it?
Well, we gotta throw it. We gotta tell him, bro.
Well, basically, I gotta pay homage to the OG, the Hefe. The reason why we all started this was without him, we wouldn't have any of it, and he was kind of the original like creator of the Bulldog Cartel. So essentially, we wanted to like get like what his inspirations were to create it, why'd you create it, and basically to the public, what is Bulldog Cartel? Because I feel like a lot of people like misinterpret like what we stand for as a brand, and hearing it from the creator can give you a different outlook on it. That's how I look at it, if that makes sense.
No, 100%. Yeah, so that's gonna be an amazing podcast, Pat. Your brother.
Oh, I already. I already know he's gonna start ripping people out here and shit like that. We might have to do a couple of IG shits to like.
Oh yeah.
We're
gonna
little,
have to
little
promote.
snippets.
Yeah, we're gonna have to throw some shit out there. TikTok, you know the vibes.
Speaking of TikTok, though, you guys will hear it first. Those loyal listeners to Members Monday. For Rowdy, another promotion shit I'll do for a chance for a giveaway, which we'll incorporate for Members Monday. We'll post in the description. Where I'm planning a TikTok challenge soon. I'll keep everyone posted on IG or the next podcast. We'll put it in the description. But essentially, for Rowdy in general, it's on TikTok. I want people using the sound, so I'm gonna do 3 giveaways. Do one a cash prize, $100. I feel like that's.
Oh yeah.
2, get a free member hoodie, but you gotta work for that member hoodie, so those views better be up on TikTok. And then 3, it's 2 choices. You can either choose a day with us at the lodge, get a tour of it, or a spot in the next music video. I feel like I've been workshopping that. I feel like it's a valid giveaway.
100%. Yeah, no, because I remember you did something for Cupful of Jenny on TikTok, right?
Yeah, no, that actually really helped. I feel like if I was consistent with it, it would have just helped more because it was just content after content. But
yeah.
no,
weren't people putting up like a lot of views with Cupful of Jenny?
No, we had a verified creator make a TikTok, and then there was a couple of baddies that made a couple. It overall was good. It was a good way to promote the record.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that giveaway. That'd be dope.
So
win some bread.
So back to what we mentioned with the past podcasts. Been waiting for a vlog on that Honda. How's that Honda coming along?
Oh yeah, so I ended up getting a shitbox Civic, and I wasn't really into it, and it needed way more work than I thought. I kind of got fucked over with it, but then I found this guy in Massachusetts. I won't name drop, but he's a really nice guy, and he knows his way around a Honda. I could tell you that much. And he's like, you know what? I'll trade you my Accord for your Civic. And may I say, the Accord is way better. And I believe I've talked about it in a past podcast.
I don't mean to interrupt you and pull a Bob Menery from the Full Send podcast, but you're confident with stick now, right?
What do you mean?
Like you're confident like driving stick.
Oh yeah, 100%.
How long did it take you to learn?
I believe I was in a parking lot with your brother for 10 minutes.
It's not that bad?
No. 10 minutes.
I heard the worst thing, I don't know if it's, I don't want to sound stupid.
No, I got you.
The worst thing with stick, I say, what I hear from people is when you try to drive uphill.
Yeah, so it's when you're at a dead stop and you're on a hill. So how a manual car works is there's no park, and when you get off the brake and you go touch the gas and like your automatic, you go straight, right? With a manual, you have your foot on the brake, and then there's something called the clutch pedal. You have that all the way in. Your car's in neutral. You have the gear shifter. It's in first gear. Your right foot's on the brake. Your left foot has the clutch pedal all the way in. And what you have to do is transition over from. You have to release the clutch slowly, and move your foot over to the gas. But you're still in neutral when the clutch pedal's still in, and you have to let it out slowly. So if you're in neutral and you're on a hill, your car's gonna roll backwards. So that is one thing that I have not mastered yet. So I still haven't taken the car on any hills.
Sounds scary.
I really do need to learn that because I could get real fucked up. But anyways, so I got the Accord. It's real nice. I just need to put a dope ass like sound system in it. I got a new exhaust system. I got it like registered ready. Like it's not registered yet. I have to go get it registered. I need to pass emissions because there's like a check engine light issue. So I fixed that with the exhaust system and the catalytic converter and an O2 sensor. So I'd say the car is full on ready to like be on the road and have fun with it. And I believe me and Pat are gonna start doing like vlogs with the Hondas because mine is a '98 Honda Accord EX, the sedan, the 4-door. And then your brother's is the exact same car, but it's a 1997. So basically the exact same car, looks identical, shit like that, just different colors, blah, blah, blah. So stay tuned for that.
And that's all the time we have tonight. Stay tuned on our social medias for the future projects and vlogs.
And the giveaway as well.
The giveaway we have coming up. Stay tuned for that. As always, thank you again for showing support for us. It means a lot to the homies and I. And have a happy new year. Let's start 2022 with a bang. Happy New Year, my fellow members. Stay rowdy.
Stay rowdy, members.